Hello, my friends. Today we will be talking about Part 3, Macronutrient Targets. So now we're getting into where the name of the program comes from. Macronutrients is nothing more than the stuff foods is made of. Protein, carbs, and fats. All calories on Earth are formed of protein, fat, carbohydrates, and alcohol. Yes, I have Paw Patrol Band-Aids. Protein is 4 calories per gram. That means if you ate 10 grams of protein, you would have 40 calories. The same goes for carbohydrates, 4 calories a gram. Fat, on the other hand, is 9 calories per gram. And lastly, alcohol is 7 calories per gram. As discussed earlier, we have 3 tracks on the Macroholics program. Short names: gain, lose, maintain. All 3 of those tracks have their own set percentages for protein, fat, and carbohydrates. For the sake of this video, we will be talking about all 3 macronutrients and how they tie in to our daily goals. The Macroholics program does not have targets based on grams. It is based on percentage. Regardless of which track you're on, your carbohydrate percentage is a maximum. So if you are on the fat loss track, you are looking to get 35% of your calories from carbohydrates or less. Why are carbs a maximum? Carbs are not bad. Carbs are great. They are good for you. You need them, especially if you are trying to increase performance and you want your body to function correctly. The Zone Diet by Dr. Barry Sears had a lot of influence on my program, on my own progress as an athlete, and what I felt worked for my clients consistently. The concept between all of our targets is based on our body's hormonal response to food. Carbohydrates result in insulin. To put it very simply, insulin is a storage hormone. It is a way your body stores energy that will be used later. Eat too much of it and you will begin to gain body fat. Eat not enough of it and you will not have the energy to get through your daily activities and maintain a high level of intense training.
Number 2, protein.
In contrast to carbohydrates, our protein percentage is a minimum. The hormonal response to protein coming into the body is glucagon. Glucagon is a hormone that tells your body to release stored carbohydrates. In turn, that's gonna stabilize your blood sugar levels and give you steadfast energy that will help you feel better more often.
Number 3, fat.
Fat does not make you fat. Too much fat can make you fat. Too much carbs can make you fat. And I don't know who the heck would ever have this problem, but too much protein could even make you fat. What determines whether or not you are losing or gaining weight is your caloric intake. If you don't already know that, go watch episodes 1 and 2 of this series. We have covered all 3 of your daily goals on the Macroholics program. 1, stay at or below your caloric target. 2, at or below your carbohydrate target percentage. 3, at or above your target protein percentage. We do not have an official goal each day regarding our fat intake. The reason behind that is fat is hormonally neutral. Having a substantial amount of fat in your meals actually slows digestion down. This is one of the really big misconceptions about the glycemic index and how it works. The glycemic index shows us how individual items affect our blood sugar. This is an oversimplified way of looking at things. What most people don't know is that our blood sugar is impacted not just by individual items, but by the way our entire meal is pieced together. To truly understand how food affects our blood sugar and in turn affects our chances of getting diabetes, you have to have a deeper understanding of how hormones work and how macronutrients relate to one another. Here's one really useful example to help you understand how fat affects glycemic index. A French baguette, for example, has this super high glycemic index of 95, but if we simply spread some butter on that thing, the glycemic index drops all the way to 65? When a meal hits your stomach, fat causes everything to slow down, and it slows the release of the food into your intestines. This is why the glycemic index of a baguette with butter is lower than the glycemic index of just a regular baguette, and it is why the glycemic index of a flour tortilla is less than a piece of wheat bread. The carbohydrates in the wheat bread and the tortilla are the exact same source, wheat. But the tortilla has lard or oil in it, fat, and that causes glycemic index to go down. So to summarize, a decent amount of your caloric intake needs to come from dietary fat to limit the amount of insulin, to increase the amount of body fat you lose over time. Hopefully me blabbering on and on has given you a basic understanding of how macronutrients relate to the Macroholics program. We will see you tomorrow.